Welcome everyone, I'm Becky Bros. Our yin pose this week is half butterfly. So have 2 blocks or books if you're at home and a blanket handy. So to come into half butterfly, you're going to extend one leg out straight and then bend the other leg, taking the sole of your foot either by your calf or you can take it as far up as all the way up inside the thigh. So let the front foot relax on the long leg so the toe's not pointed or flexed. The foot's just relaxed. And if the hip's pretty tight and it's uncomfortable to let the knee just drop down wherever it falls, you can use one of your blocks to help support the knee, just giving a little bit of rest, so allowing the groin to start to open up as the knee falls into the block. If it doesn't bother you, you can remove the block. And as you come into this pose, if you notice that your hips are kind of sinking backwards, just prop yourself up on something. So you can put your blanket right behind you, any height that you want, and then just sit on the very end so you start to bring your hips forward. And then from here, start to gently round the spine forward. And as the spine rounds forward, you'll start to feel this on the right side, the bent knee side of the spine. So you're opening up your sacroiliac joint in the lower back. You'll start to feel it in the outer hip, the inner groin of the bent leg. And if your hamstrings are tight, you'll start to feel it in the back of the left leg and maybe even all the way down through the calf. So as you allow yourself to fold forward, you're going to relax. So we're not striving to try to reach for our toes here. We're just folding forward and stopping where the body wants to stop. And then just keeping an easy breath as we go through this pose. So as you stay here for a few minutes, you can just follow your breath. So as the breath comes in, you can actually imagine it traveling all the way down your spine. Once it comes down to the base of the spine, on the exhale, just follow it back up. So imagine the breath coming all the way back up the spine and then out the mouth. So keeping this easy visualization of following the breath in, traveling down the upper back, the lower back, down to the tailbone, and then exhale, following that same path as the breath comes back up the spine and out the mouth. This visualization just gives you a place to stay focused as you hold the pose for a few minutes. So your arms should be relaxed, so they're just dropping from the shoulders. If they're far from the ground and it feels strenuous, just add blocks, high height, medium height, or low height, and you can let your forearms relax. So over time, as you're here, you'll notice that your chest starts to come closer to your thigh, not because you're actively bringing your body closer to the thigh, but just that the lower back and the hamstrings starting to open up over time. So once you stayed your 3 to 5 minutes on this side, you'll switch to the other side. So as you come back up slowly. If you need to take a breather, extend both legs out front, maybe give them a bend, or even bend both knees, bringing a mat distance apart, and then just start to gently windshield wiper them. And then when you're ready, you'll set up for the other side. So this time the right leg will come out in front, and the sole of the left that'll come where it's comfortable. So starting from the calf, if you have more flexibility, the foot can come inside the thigh. But there's no need to bring the foot all the way up into the thigh if it's too strenuous on your knee or on the inner groin. Again, if you want support for this knee, you can add a block underneath and let the front foot relax. If you feel like you've kind of gotten cockeyed on your blanket, you can pick up in the back, just letting the pelvis start to tilt forward. And then on an exhale, start to round forward and find that natural place where the body just wants to stop. So on this side, I'm a little tighter. I don't fold as far forward as on the other side, but I'm not going to move my body to try to make it be like the other side. So when we do these asymmetrical poses like half butterfly, we notice one side's different than the other, and that's fine. We just work with what the body has to give us that day. If on either side you feel that there's strain behind the knee, you can take a blanket. I have a scarf here that's just the right size to prop underneath the knee, giving a little bit of cushion. That way your knee doesn't start to kick back if it feels strained. And then once you've got the body in position, start following your breath again. So as the breath comes in, let it travel down the spine, through the low back, down to the tailbone. And then on the exhale, follow it back up. Letting it come out the nose or the mouth. And then breathing in, let the breath travel back in through the upper back, the lower back, to the base of the spine. And then exhale, allowing it to come out. And then as you stay here, you can close your eyes, or you just might want to take this soft gaze down. Checking in that the shoulders have relaxed and the arms are just relaxing on your mat or on the blocks. And when you've had enough time here, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, press onto the arms to come back up. And then extend your legs out long. Do the windshield wipering or just sway them back and forth. So thanks for joining me. Have a great week. Namaste.